Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. So in this video, I will be walking us through how to create a campaign within Systeme.io. Now, the first thing we need to understand is the difference between a campaign and a newsletter. A newsletter is just one email that you send one time to your contacts to announce a product or service or just something interesting that you want them to be aware of. Well, a campaign is a series of emails or a workflow that you set ahead of time that your contacts receive after they opt in into a funnel or something that they bought, a product or a service. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up, how you can set up a newsletter, how you can set up a campaign, what you need to do before, and how you get that running in a very quick manner. Now, let's get right into it. So the first thing, of course, you want to do is to sign up for Systeme.io. If you haven't signed up yet, I'll leave a link to it in the description. And you want to make sure that you have everything set up ready to go. You don't even have to upgrade to the next plan. You can use the free version in order to create your campaigns or your email newsletter. So once you do that, the first thing you want to make sure that you have is that you set your landing pages. Of course, if you have a product or service that you want to sell, you want to make sure that you have your landing page, your opt-in page ready to go, because that's where you're going to be connecting your contacts into your campaigns once you create them. Now, I have some funnels that I've already set up, and I will be making use of one of these funnels just to make an example in this video. So I will be using this newsletter funnel that I have here. So then first thing I want to do is to create a tag. Now, a tag is what you assign to your contact in order to identify them, to say, okay, this person opted in from this landing page, or this is a product or service they are interested in. So that way you can segment your contacts based on what they're interested in. And that really gives you a bird's eye view of who your contacts are and what stage of your sales cycle or what products they're interested in, if you have any products you're selling to them. So I'm going to go ahead and create a tag. So with the free version of Systeme.io, you are able to create just one tag, but if you upgrade, you can create multiple tags. So I'm just going to name this test tag and save that. So here we have a test tag created, and the next thing you want to do is to go back to your funnels. Now, this is where you want to tag your contacts that signs up through that funnel. I'm going to be using this newsletter funnel as an example. All right, so you get to the page. What you want to do is you want to go to automation rules and you want to add a rule. So the rule is, what do you want to happen if someone subscribes to this step? And you click on that, and this occurs when a contact has just subscribed to this form. When they give you the name and the email, what should then happen next? It's sort of like an if-then statement in programming. Now, we want to do that. When a contact subscribes to this form, you want to add an action. So you click on add action, and the next thing you want to do is you want to add a tag. Now, remember, we created a tag earlier, right? So you want to click on add tag. One of the tags that you created earlier is going to appear here. If you have more than one tags, they're all going to be listed here. So I'm just going to choose test tag that I created just a few moments ago. This is what happens. So when someone subscribes to this page, they add a tag to it. Now I'm going to save the rule. Now, what you want to do is to go to your email section and go to campaigns. Now, this is where you set up your campaign. Maybe you want to set a campaign for, for a week. Maybe you want them to receive an email every single day. Now you go to campaign, you create a new campaign. Then you want to name it anything you like. For this case, I'll be naming it test campaign. I'm going to save that. As you can see right here, I have my test campaign, and I also have different campaigns. You can have multiple campaigns, as many campaigns as you want, and I'm going to click on that. Now, for this campaign, you can add an email. You want to add a series of emails. For example, you can add an email for when they subscribe, the next day after they subscribe, 2 days after they subscribe, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to add an email. So the sender name is me. I'm going to put my name here, Daniel MOR. Now the sender email address is coming from here. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your sender email address in just a second. So you want to use the visual editor or the classic editor. I love to use the classic editor, and I'm going to do create. Now you want to include the subject first, and I'm going to use test subject. This is what's going to appear in the subject line of your contacts. Now you click on that. Now this is where you create your email. You want to come here, you want to write the body of your email and whatever it is that you want this to be. This is a test. You can put in your products, your offers, whatever it is, you can put it here. Now, as you can see, the subject is test subject, the sender email is my email, the sender name is my name, and you can save and publish that. You can simply save it or you can save and publish. Now this is a test subject. This is email number 1. Now you can add another email. Right now this other email is going to be the same format, just like the same thing we did. MOR, I'm going to use classic editor, and I'm going to do test day 2 as the subject line, just as an example. Now if you want to set the intervals of when people receive the email, now you go back to the email that you're trying to edit. Now you see right here, I have test subject and test subject 2. Now I want these emails to go out in say every day, right? So you want to go to the first email and you want to click on save and publish, and it's going to ask you how many days do you want this email to delay before they send. Now I'm going to say 0 minutes. I'm going to say 0 minutes, right? So 0 minutes after the sign up. So this email is going to go out immediately after the sign up. Now I'm going to go to the email number 2, test date. Okay, we've done that one. I'm going to save and publish this one as well. So I'm going to say 1 day after the first email. So 1 day after the first email, and I'm going to, you can also choose what time of the day you want your emails to be delivered, also what day of the week. If you want Monday through Sunday, meaning every day of the week, you can do that as well. So I'm going to publish that. So this is how you set up your campaign. You can set it up for, every day. You can set up, down to the minute, in fact. So that's how you set it up. Now, this is quite different from newsletter. Like I said, for newsletter, this is just a one-time email that you can send to, your contacts over and over again. This is how many emails I've sent over and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to go too deep into that, but you can just click on create. It's the same interface. If you want to use the visual editor or the classic editor, now you can write your subject. I would say test newsletter. Now it's coming from this email, and I'm gonna do save, and it's gonna take you to that email where you can edit the body of your email. Now you can configure who you want your emails to be sent to. You can configure based on tags. You remember tags? This is how you send personalized email to your segmented audience. Now I can include this tag. If I have multiple tags, I can include my tag in my email newsletter, so that if I'm not trying to send emails to someone who is not interested in a particular product. So this is how you set up your email campaign and your tags as well. Now let's go to your mailing settings, meaning what email do you want your people to see, your contacts to see when that email lands in their inbox. Now you want to go here, I want to add your sender email, you want to add the test email as well. Now this is where you put your custom email address, and if you want your delivery rate to be improved, then you can come here and authenticate your email address. This is probably going to be another video because you're going to have to go back into your domain, your domain register, and input this, this information right here. But for this video, I just want to show you exactly how you set up your campaigns. It's pretty straightforward with Systeme.io. This is why I always talk about this software a lot, because it's just very straightforward to use, especially for new people who are new to the online marketing game. If this video has been helpful, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. My name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video.